In 2004, I created and developed a system of non-violent communication, which I call the Dialogue Roadmap. The Dialogue Roadmap is a way for people to communicate with one another so that they have the opportunity to listen, understand, and empathise with each other. At the heart of this model is a paradigm shift from the punitive and adversarial systems we live through in mainstream society. These systems generate trauma, lack of trust, and opposing views. The desire to win an argument is often at the root of poor communication and in itself escalates the conflict. When left unattended, adversarial conflict often leads to violence and abuse, which contributes to a cycle of traumatisation. We train people to use the Dialogue Roadmap within their communities, and we call these individuals DRM facilitators. DRM facilitators work in a number of ways. Firstly, with individuals one-to-one to address their inner conflicts. Secondly, with two parties in a dispute to mediate between them as a means of making agreements and restoring relationships. Thirdly, we work with group dialogue in a variety of situations, including healing from harm, decision-making, peer support, and governance work. This is even more powerful when we train individuals within formal settings like workplaces, schools, and prisons to become DRM facilitators who create peer-led community systems for managing conflict. A peer group of DRM facilitators working as a team can reduce fear and violence while increasing responsibility taking, cooperation and empowerment. The Dialogue Roadmap uses a series of steps that guide participants through a collaborative conversation, diffusing escalation and introducing change. DRM enables participants to be able to explore the potential for change and discuss feasible and achievable strategies for how they may go about that process. Of course, some individuals relapse, but using the Dialogue Roadmap to identify those triggers and traumas gives the participants a much better chance of sustaining change. And then they are less likely to have continued trauma and suffering for themselves and those around them. The result is a more sustainable and engaged community committed to a shared purpose. In this paradigm, community members can find meaning and joy in their agreed allocated tasks and contribute to a whole in which they have a stake.